Hi, everybody. I am coming to you live from my craft room. This is Brenda Sellers, Stampin' Up! Independent Demonstrator here in Knoxville, Tennessee. I am fixing this, so here we go. Let's see. All right, now let's see if I can get back to where it's showing me the video with the chat on it so I can see if people are chatting. There we go. I'm getting a little bit better at it. It just takes a little bit of time, right? Okay. Hi, Becky. Tonight we are creating 3 cards again. So I'm gonna do it class style. So I will create the 3 cards. If you want them as a kit for the consumable, like the cardstock, that kind of thing with it, just place a $35 order and I will get you enough of each of the 3 cards I'm going to demonstrate to make 2 of each. It oh, just choked. And if you place a $50 order with the host code, then you will get enough consumable, or you'll get the card kits and a an embellishment to go with it. I was like, what is that word? I promise I do know English. All right, we are going to make a couple of cards. Scoot my chair over here a little bit. All right, we are going to start with boho blue. I guess I need to share my screen, don't I? That would be helpful. Let me get on the right screen to be able to do that. Oh, wrong button. It has not been a long day at all. Let's see if this works. Yay, it's sharing it. I turn that down so it quits buzzing. We're going to start with boho blue, making this get in the center there. Scoop the mouse out of the way. Grabbing my paper trimmer, and we'll start. So we're going to score it at 4 1/4. Cut it at 5 1/2. Plus this one to the side. That's our card front. And then this one, we're pulling out the designer series paper that is the boho blue. Or not boho blue. That's one of the colors in it. But it is the Countryside Corners designer series paper. I'm going to pull out this sheet and we are going to cut it at 4. By 5 1/4. Starting with the easiest card first. Well, they're all kind of easy. All right, guys, I will have to be right back. One moment, please. All right, sorry about that slight intermission. Okay, fold our card base. Sometimes life happens outside this door and you have no control, right? We're going to go ahead and put this on the card front. Slide my silicone mat up there so that I can. Sometimes the Stampin' Seal does not like to take off on its own, and it needs a little help. Put that right there. And now I'm going to grab where are they? In one of the boxes. Deckled rectangle or deckled circles. Circles, Brenda, not rectangles. And we're going to do this one. And thank you. Yep, there we go. All right. So I know that this is the size circle that it does. So I'm going to lay this on my silicone mat. And I want to stamp these at the same time just because it's easier that way. That'll be cute. And grab a block. There we go. And which size circle is this? This one and this one. So I need my boho blue. I believe that's the color I started with. My lights are flickering. And I'm going to do a deckled white circle. Grab the Stampin' Cut and Emboss machine. Plates, I just had them. That one there. This one here. Run them through at the same time. Lay these over here out of the way. All right, now let's do a little bit of stamping. We're going to stamp this with Night of Navy. Actually, I think I'm going to stamp it with Misty Moonlight. Let's see. Yep, it's more of a subtle color, so we're going to use that one. And my paper piercing mat has run away, but I just had two in my hand. All right, here they are. Goodness, I feel so scattered tonight, and I'm very sorry. So tap, tap, tap on your ink pad with your stamp. I already lined them up on the smaller circle. We're going to stamp it and see what it looks like. I like that a lot. And my Stampin' Chamois, I have one right here. I didn't have to run and grab it. Okay. Lay it back up there in the window so I know right where it's at. Let's layer these two pieces together. And we're going to grab some ribbon as well to go underneath it after we get I'm going to grab Steel Plus so I can make the ribbon stick to it. I'm going to swirl it. Collar. Some underneath there to hold it in place. That used a lot of ribbon. So you might not want to do that, but you might want to. And cut it. Grab some dimensionals. Like I know I had some of those. Let's grab a new pack. Got to open them anyway, right? Put some of these little guys on the back of there. I'm putting it on that seal so that it doesn't pull it down tight on the card. And it'll still pop it up. Oh, that pulled the backing off of one. There. Right there. That still should have plenty of support to not let it sink or crush. Off the backing. There we go. And then I'm just going to stick this right in the middle of the card. There we go. And it needs some pretties. Let's use some brushed brass butterflies. Here. And there. And there. So you can kind of see them. All right, there's card number 1. For card number 2, I'm going to use Misty Moonlight. I already have a card base cut. So let's just fold it in half. Oops. It's got some adhesive on it. And now I'm going to get a piece of basic white. And we are going to use my hair's fallen. This stamp set is called Circle Sayings. It's got all kinds of different little, just leave it down. Here, I'll show you. So you can use the flowers, you can use the seashells, cupcake, thank you. For the last class, last one I did last week, we used the celebrate, the cupcake, happy birthday, and this little guy. So tonight, they're going to be thank you cards. So on this piece of card, I am going to grab the hexagon. Find its name. It's this punch. Heartfelt hexagon. And we're going to use 4 different pieces of the Countryside Corners Designer Series paper. That was too small. That one is not. Nor is that one. Okay. So I'm going to use this side. So I'm going to pop that one. And that one. These are kind of light. Oh, this one is directional because we don't want our little birds to be on their sides. And another dark one. Let's use this stripes. I think I did a card very similar to this. But yep, like that. So let's go ahead and put those on the card. And then we're going to emboss this piece before we stamp another one. So let's go ahead and put some adhesive on the back of this guy. I'm going to put it right over on the edge. And then this one is going to go towards, I'm going to put it right there. That one will be whole and that will be half. So let's start with the bottom piece. When you're doing this kind of card, you'll want to, if you want to try to make sure you have eyeball equal distance between, do your one on the top, your one on the bottom, center that one so it's got space between them. Looks about the same. Go ahead and tack it down. Same adhesive on this one. And then, oh, it didn't need to go all the way across. Oops. So if you're making 2 cards at once, you can use this half for your other card. I am going to lay it over here out of my way so I don't stick it to anything. These pieces can go out of the way. Need a piece of basic white. Right now, we're going to emboss that one, and we're going to use this one. It's Basics 3D, but it looks like crosshatch. So when I put mine in the embossing folder, do you see this line? That's what I line it up with. Run it through. Lay these guys out of the way. This piece is not, like, this embossing folder will not fit through the mini. So if you have the mini, you'll need the big one. Make your sandwich. The hinge part of the embossing folder goes through the machine first. Those in the chair behind me. Its friend. Let's stamp something on this. I'm going to try to stamp that off. And I'm going to use Misty Moonlight again. And I need a piece of scrap. If I'd have dropped it down a little bit more, it would have filled up the whole corner, but that's still okay. I like that. Stampin' chamois. And a little one for the thank you. Now let's assemble our card. This is going to go on here. So that also, can you see that it also embossed the designer series paper with it? Layer that on our card front. Grab some dimensionals. Yes, I know I'm excessive with my dimensionals. And these backs keep coming off of these little guys. Guess that means they're super easy to get them off, right? And I'm going to put this one right here. And our brush brass butterflies. One. Two. Oh, turn over, little guy. And three. This card base is kind of dark, so we're going to put a white piece inside. And I'm going to ink it up again, our little flowers, because, you know, we don't want to have any naked insides. this piece back over. Actually, that's not big enough. And there, it's right in the corner. And that covers up the little bit of glue or adhesive that was on that card base. There's two. All right, that is Boho Blue, Misty Moonlight with a dimensional backing on there. Countryside Corners meets Circle Sayings. We got one more card to make. So let's use Balmy Blue. I might have a big enough one already. I don't. So again, we're going to score this at 4 1/4. On the short side, then we're going to cut it at 5 1/2 on the long side. These are all imperial numbers, measurements. Don't need to put that away yet because now we need to do our other card. All right, we're going to use these two pieces and we are going to square them up. They're 4 inches, so I'm going to cut it at 3 1/2. Four. Let's make sure it's 4. It's 2 1/2, not 3 1/2. I promise I do know my measurements. This one's going to have to be a little bit smaller so I can get a straight edge there. And, oh, that's not going to work. But I squared it up. That's okay. Let's grab this piece. Or, I want birds or stripes or trying to use my scraps and different pieces. Just put it there. We're going to cut this one at 4. Oh. 5 1/4. And then we're going to cut it in half ish. Let's see, I want this to be the bottom, so I'm going to cut it at 3. Yep. And then we're going to turn it like that on our card. We need to cut that again or bring it out again. We will. So let's get a piece of basic white. It's already cut at 4 by 5 1/4. Makes it easier for when I'm creating on the fly. I'm laying it on the silicone mat so I can tell where the top is. Try to line that right up in that corner. And then I want this side to show, so I'm going to put adhesive on this side. Yes, it has a little bit of space right there, and that's because I dropped it down too low. That'll be okay. Grab a piece of ribbon. This is boho blue ribbon. This is one of the little cheater bows because it's thicker ribbon and I want it to create like a little band right on that seam. And I've pinched myself. All right. Put this on our card front. I haven't folded it yet. Let's fold it. I think it's, I guess, just human nature to turn things over so that you feel like you're getting it on the right side, regardless if they're both the same, right? There, that straightened that up. So now let's cut another circle. We're going to use the circle punch. Oh, I already got a circle on the desk. And let's stamp on that. And our thank you. Yes, I'm using Misty Moonlight. That way it's just one color tonight. There we go. Dimensionals. One color, one stamp set, Countryside Corners Designer Series paper, boho blue ribbon, and 3 different color card bases. And brushed brass butterflies. How about that? And we did use deckled rectangles. I'll put it right there because it dropped. One, two. Let's put this little guy up here. A very obtuse triangle. All right, let me shove all this stuff to the side and I'll bring the other 2 cards in. All right. Lots of ribbon, little ribbon, punches. Oh, skip over. See if I can raise it up a little bit. All right, there's the 3 cards for tonight. Hope you enjoyed those. Let me stop the screen share. All right. Thank you for watching. I appreciate each and every one of you. This is some of my favorite paper. And I'm learning, I love the hexagon, the heartfelt hexagon punch. And I wanted to give a little bit of a variety on the different styles of circles or smooth edges, I guess. But remember, if you place a $35 order with the host code that I'll share in the link, you can get enough material to make these. They will not be stamped. So you can, part of your $35 order can be the circle sayings. But if you do a $50 order, Brenda, she almost forgot. Then you'll get an embellishment, and I'll probably toss in the brushed brass butterflies. One huge thing coming up this week on November the 14th, it starts a sale, and I can't remember all the particulars. I know ink is on sale, some ribbon, I believe it's ribbon. Let me pull it up really quick. You're very welcome. Thank you for watching, Debbie. Stampin' Up's having a huge sale, and I'm going to see if I can pull it up really quick. I know it's embellishments, ink, and paper. So if you've got a large order that you want to do, it's a great time to get that. And if you use the host code, I'll toss in this card kit. Here we go. It's called the seasonal sale. It is from November the 14th through the 16th. So Tuesday through Thursday. 10% off ribbon and trims, 15% off inks. That includes the ink pads, refills, markers, and blends. You can't get a bundle. So if you wanted all 4 of the color families of the markers at one time, like just typing in one item code, that doesn't work. But if you do each color family separately, you can get 15% off. Papers are 20% off. That includes cardstock, specialty paper, and designer series paper. So start making your list. Get it ready for November the 14th. It starts at 11:59 p.m. Mountain Time. I'm sorry, midnight Mountain Time on the 14th. It ends on November the 16th at 11:59 Mountain Time. So again, 10% off ribbons and trims. That's in both catalogs. 15% off inks, pads, refills, markers, blends, and 20% off papers. That's cardstock, specialty paper, and designer series paper. So if you like the card kit that I just did tonight, place your order using the host code, and I'll be happy to toss that in the mail to you. And then you can also get all of that stuff at a discount. All right. Thank you for watching. I hope that you do something fun for yourself this week, and I'll catch you again.